Hi, I'm Mikayla, and you're listening to the Strings of Fate podcast. Or are you? No, you are. Enjoy the episode.
A sense of dread has begun its grip on you, Vincent. A message received with no reply. Seeing only the bullets and blood of a struggle. A lone revolver abandoned. Renair's words are a temporary salve that loses its potency, staring into the murky waters of the Undercity. There is a chill across your chest as you hear. They were protecting you. You realize that, right? I mean, think about it, just for a second. She was caught helping you all. She led them away from you all. She risked her life saving you and your compatriots. Only for them to toss her life aside when they knew she was in danger. You're the only one. Why is that? That voice, that silky, bitter voice creeps into your mind. It showed up so many times before, just seemingly all at once. But now it's taunting you. After days of silence.
I ignore it.
Aren't you a little curious? I mean, some would say it's destiny. Maybe to fulfill a destiny. To die for you all. To die for you. You ever thought about that, Vincent? Have you thought about what that little amulet is doing when you're not thinking about it? Did they mess up? Or did the guards have little help in picking them out of the crowd? I mean, maybe if you weren't there, they'd still be alive. What are you doing?
Oh. I'm assuming that Renair and Vincent have started maybe walking back, or are they still in the same spot?
Renair is giving you some time to decompress. He's standing there, thinking of the next move, on where to go, on how to meet up with everyone, and you are over in this busy dock board just standing by the murky water. And as you stand there and you ignore this voice, it gets louder as you feel your chest beginning to frost over. That sting, that burn. The breathing getting heavier. In a barrage of noise, those same words. You ever thought about that, Vincent?
No. No, I haven't.
You should. I know you're taking your time, trying to figure out this little amulet deal. Well, let me give you a word of advice. I'm not trapped in the amulet. I'm here to help you get it off. I might not sound very helpful, but if you really want to know how to be rid of this, I suggest you listen to me.
I don't believe you.
You cannot believe me all you want. It's killed one. Let's see how many more.
What? What do you mean?
You really believe that little voice, that little soft voice inside the amulet? You think they're not pushing you along for their own agenda? You think they're not threatening your friends?
I don't know. I don't even know what to think anymore.
And that's the problem. In the grand scheme of things, you need me, because I do know.
Who are you?
there is silence that takes as that ice goes across your chest. You can think of me as a concerned observer.
What's that supposed to even mean?
It means I get to watch a story play out that I already know the ending to. And I'd really, really love to help you. As those words enter your mind, it is broken by thunder that rocks through the streets of the Undercity, knocking the cold away, and all of a sudden you are back there, overlooking the docks, sweat collecting. You feel a hand on your shoulder as Renair's eyes go wide, looking towards you, and then looking towards the direction of the commotion, says, something tells me that has to do with us. We've got to go.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. He looks around for a bit. He says, we're not going to make it on foot.
Are there any horses that are hitched
make
up?
Make a perception check.
10.
With a 10, it's not hard to see that there are like worker horses that are hitched up. Renair has already had the same idea of you. Runs over to one, sort of cuts the hitching, and then jumps on top of it before reaching his hand down and says, we don't have much time.
All right, and grab his hand.
Said, not very good with a cart, but with a horse, I can do something. You hear someone, wait, that's mine, and he says, sorry.
We'll pay you back.
As the horse whinnies and then takes off down the street. Let's cut on over here now. A thorn cart flies down the rusted metal streets of the Undercity, people diving out of the way. That air genasi's eyes are focused out of the back. The door is swung open as he's attempting to regain control of his breath. Still pale, but awake and somewhat sturdy. You all stand in disbelief. Lidara, you are towards the front next to Adela on this cart as Adela is tearing down the road. The back is filled with Selk, the two little twins, Adelaide, Signet, and Tasha, the heir to the throne fortune, who is currently shaking but is hands on her sword. And then Azzurum, you are at the entrance, this back entrance of the cart with the air genasi, who hasn't even turned to look at you and is just looking down the thoroughfare. As we are preparing, what are you all doing?
I'm going to look around and I'm going to try and see and make sure that we can get the hell out of here.
Okay, make a perception check.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay. You can see that ahead of you as you get further and further through the Undercity towards the edges, there actually is those tunnels that you use to get up the stairs to the Overcity. There has always been like a cartway, like a service tunnel that is meant for carts and horses to transport supplies to and from the Overcity. And you are on track to get there. There doesn't seem to be anything in your path, but with a natural 20, as you whip your head around, you can see that as the knights pull away from the hunger of Hadar, this darkness that had overtaken that space, they've made their way to horses and are beginning to take chase, and they are going to catch up as the cart is not faster than these horses.
Cool.
Azzurum, are you doing anything?
I would try to add something to their path, like while we're passing, like either cast like something at like crates or something to like block the path to make it hard for the horses to run down the street, or catch it on fire. You can also do that.
Sure. I will. Let me roll something, see how useful. Okay. You see that being transported just on the side of the road, there's like one of those carts that's just full of watermelons. We'll say, just packed, like stacked very neatly in like a pyramid. That are just they're there for like a market that hasn't opened yet.
Damn.
Or is closed. But you see your opportunity. Go ahead and make your attack roll for Eldritch Blast.
18.
Azzurum, as the air genasi looks out the back, you see that they are focusing their breathing, and then suddenly your quick thinking, you whip out, you whip outward, eldritch energy flies towards the weak wood on this cart of watermelons hitting one side. It buckles downward, and you're, oh God, my watermelons!
Sorry.
They fill the street. As you are flying down the street, you can hear in the distance, oh, they're at least, okay, well, everyone back up so I can, oh no, as you hear, as one of the horses, when he's up, just like, as they are caught in the path of the watermelons, you successfully delay one of the knights as the other one just stomps through the watermelons. They say, who do you think you are?
Poor guy in his water.
Now let's roll initiative as one of them is catching up. Two of them would have caught up on this round, but currently now you have that. You roll initiative as well, Vincent. I'll have one for an air.
Okay.
18.
18 as well.
20.
Nice. First person to go is actually the air genasi. The air genasi makes a quick movement with his arms as he sees one of the knights approaching before slamming the fist down into the bottom of the cart, and a gust of like a windstorm picks up just around the cart, like a controlled bubble of rough air. But currently, as it is, it looks like it's some sort of ward. You're not entirely sure what it does yet, but that is his turn.
I would like to make a quick disclaimer that any comments about Azzurum's brother being hot are from Mikayla and not Azzurum.
We're not going to make this weird at all.
I just wanted to let you guys know before you hear me say something like, oh, he's so hot. That's me, Mikayla Thompson.
Yeah, please don't get it twisted.
He's going to spend a key point to use defense on. You see, after he releases this move, he quickly takes a deep breath and then just sort of closes his eyes. Next person, Lidara, what's up?
I would like to stand up, turn around, and shoot an arrow at the guy who's closest to us.
Go ahead. You stand up from the the passenger seat of the cart. You're peeking over the side. You have like a little bit of cover there. Go ahead and make your shot. They're riding up.
14 plus 8.
14 plus 8 will hit.
Cool.
Roll me some damage. This is, get assassinate on this. It's an instant crit because he's not gone yet. So that is with your, which one is this? Crossbow, short bow, long bow?
Crossbow.
Crossbow. So D6, 2D6 plus, what's your sneak attack now? Oh, no, you need to give
5d6 is my sneak attack.
Remember that the new optional feat is you can give yourself advantage because you'll need advantage to get sneak attack. So just roll again.
Okay.
It's called readying aim. So you can ready your aim with your bonus action if you don't move or do anything. That way you can give yourself sneak attack on your turn.
Okay. That was a 17.
It's fine. Still hits.
Still hits.
So what's your sneak attack?
5d6.
So roll me 12d6 damage.
God.
So 2d6 for the regular, and then
you need more?
10d6 for the sneak attack.
I'll do like 2 and I'll do half and half. Okay. I'll do it twice.
10d6, Jesus.
10d6
or
12?
12d6,
Okay,
sorry.
yeah,
6 and 6.
I'll just roll these twice.
Jesus Christ.
Woo. Okay. 48.
48 points of damage as a crossbow bolt flies from the passenger seat into a small area where the joint is in the armor. You see, pull it loose. That fucking hurt. This guy is real fucked up already. Azzurum, that's you.
I'm going to try to shoot Eldritch Blast at the horse's ankles.
Oh.
Jeez. All right. It's a called shot, so it'll be high DC, but go ahead and roll your Eldritch Blast. Trying to blast this horse.
The first one is a 25 to hit.
Oh shit, that hits. Go ahead and roll your damage for Eldritch Blast.
Do I get 2?
Yeah, you can roll another one, yeah.
Is there 2 horses?
Not yet. Not within your range just yet. The other one's still caught up on the watermelons. Trying to
Can I aim the other one at the guy then?
Yeah.
29 to hit.
Jesus
Christ. Yeah, that hits.
Oh my god.
And
horse first. Horse ankle damage.
For ankle damage. Anky damage.
For inky damage. Yeah.
11.
11 points of damage. That horse gets knocked off a little bit.
That horse gets.
Yeah, just like Eldritch Force cracks into the ankles of this horse, and this horse is like, "What the fuck?"
Bro, you just got.
He just got. Okay, and then damage on the dude.
13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. As soon as he breaks off the crossbow bolt, another bolt of Eldritch energy cracks into it and pushes it in deeper. He's like, oh! This guy is having a bad time. Vince is not there yet, so that means it's this guy's turn. This guy's turn. He's going to try to ride up along. He's going to get closer. You see him alongside pull a crossbow bolt from his back and fire towards the cart. It doesn't look like he's trying to hit you all, though. He specifically is aiming for the cart. He takes his crossbow bolt and fires the arrow. As soon as it hits the edge of that bubble, it's thrown off course and doesn't hit the cart. What this ability does, is it creates a barrier of wind around you, and all ranged attacks that come into it have disadvantage.
Cool. Nice.
It seemed to let your crossbow bolt out, but it didn't let his in.
That's so cool.
That's one of the things that it can do.
I want to learn that.
He gets another attack. Natural 1.
Damn.
Yeah. 2 crossbow bolts fly out. One of them completely thrown off track. The other one just goes backwards, completely embedded in a wall, just completely forced out by this barrier of wind. That's this person's turn. They're fucked up. On this other person's turn, I'm going to roll and see if they can get past the watermelons.
Watermelon check.
No. Going through.
These watermelon are really putting them through it.
They're kind of large.
Yeah.
They're a large fruit to like move on from.
And just have like a bunch of in like a street. Can you imagine?
No.
Very, very strong
No, I
fruits.
can't.
I'm just going to roll a bunch of checks to see who can catch up. No one catches up. This guy is completely on his own right now. Everyone is still on their way. They can still see you. They're coming, but it's going to take them a little longer. Tasha, on her turn, just kind of pulls her sword and readies it. Ready to jump into action whenever needed.
Tasha, no.
Absolutely not.
I'd rather die first.
Okay.
Then let Tasha do anything.
As this next round comes up, we're not doing this in the regular 6-round format. Basically, how this chase works is, alongside being attacked by these people, there are obstacles in the road in front of you that you'll either need to deal with, or Adela will have to roll to deal with, and they will affect your situation. You could some of them you might shoot, but basically what happens here is the cart itself has a health point total. It takes damage when it fails certain things.
Shit.
Huh?
1 health point?
A health, like it has a total, which I have written down.
Can you imagine?
Here.
It's like
one
the
hit
cart
point.
has 1 hit point.
Yeah, don't let it get hit
At
or else
all.
it'll just fall apart.
So basically,
Wheels will fall
when the
off.
cart reaches 0, it's unusable. You'll have to go on foot, or you'll need to find a way to get everyone out of there, or you'll have to fight the knights, which in the Overcity is bad news. So currently, the first obstacle that happens is as you are reaching the edge of the Undercity, this cartway is basically a 2-laned brick tunnel that kind of spirals upward. It's very, very narrow of a space. So currently this is the space. Your cart takes up a lot of space. So as you go like barreling into this space that's like a really tight turn basically that spirals upward to the Overcity, the first obstacle that you reach is that there's another cart coming this way. that you have to maneuver the cart. As you can see that there's like another cart full of hay, just with like an old man there just going,
Oh.
all right, on my way down to the, oh God, as you come flying towards it. Adela
Old man
can make a check,
Jenkins.
but if you all want to try and do something
We
too,
could push it or something?
I can like
yeah.
command him to move,
You want to try?
To go faster or something, yeah.
to like get out of the way. Yeah.
Make,
yeah.
what is that, wisdom save?
Yeah.
Wisdom saving throw. What do you command him to do?
Move out of the way!
He sees, oh god, yep. and then just quickly veers his horses against the cart. Just the horses are like, what the fuck? As they are being pulled out of the way. Adela will have advantage now on getting past this person as they have sacrificed their own cart to get out of the way. As all of a sudden magic has affected their mind. They basically, their initial instinct was just to keep going or didn't know exactly what to do, but this magic has affected them to make the most effective choice that they can think of. As that is happening, though, Adela is having trouble still maneuvering past them and still scrapes part of the cart. So, God, sorry. Not very.
Get your shit together, Adela.
I'm trying. As they up top, you hear the old man. What the hell was that? Just sitting there. The cart's gonna take some damage.
Cool.
The poor horses in this game. I feel so bad for all the horses.
I know, you just bolt their ankles. It's crazy.
Bolting the ankles up.
I wanted them to stop being able to run.
Yeah. It's not their fault, but
The horses didn't
we gotta
sign
do
up
what we
for
gotta
this.
do.
They're evil horses.
Evil.
They're morally repugnant horses.
I hate magic. Back at the top of the round, that's Air Genasi Monk. Air Genasi Monk's going to hold an action for if this guy gets closer. Then that brings us back to Lidara.
Anything blocking our path at the moment? Anything in front of us? What's
Currently,
happening?
it's just a extremely narrow tunnel that you're curving your way up through, like dimly lit, so it's kind of, well, not for you, but it would be difficult for other people to see as you are tearing through.
Is Adela okay? Can she see?
Adela is having trouble seeing. That is a good point. Adela is having trouble making their way through. There's like very dim torchlight. Usually this wouldn't be a problem if Adela was going the correct speed, but currently Adela is tearing. It's like this is like a 15 mile per hour zone, and Adela is going like 45.
Nice.
Like just barreling through it. Not that that's the accurate speed.
Well, I'm going to like attack, but I'm also gonna, at the meantime, be kind of guiding her, trying to be like, okay, stay left. Sure. Okay, a little bit to the, no, too close.
So okay, all right, that's fine.
And then I will, once again, get up, and I will see what's behind us, which is just the one guy, right?
Yes. As you kind of get up, you have to kind of duck your head, because this cart is fairly tall. If you get up too high, you're going to hit your head on the ceiling of this place. It's not that tight, but like if you stand up your full length. So this shot will have a small like -2 to it. I'll keep track of that.
Can I, instead of then going up, can I like go around the side and like lean out?
Sure, yeah. Give me a... No, this would be easy to do. You grab onto the side, and Lidara, you try your best to lean off. This is still a 2-lane, but you're hanging off the side.
And I'm going to shoot an arrow.
Okay. Do you want to ready your aim advantage?
Yeah.
Okay. Take your shot with advantage.
18 plus 8.
18 plus 8. Roll your damage. That's 6d6 plus 4. As the card is...
28 points of damage.
Woof.
Jesus. Yeah, no. You lean out over the side and you take a shot outward towards the knight. Completely. That shot lands in the exact same place as the other shot. Just...
I have good aim.
Yeah. And pierces through. You see him flung off the back of his horse. He's gone.
Nice.
Really bad day for that guy. That one shoulder.
That one shoulder is just fucked up now.
Azzurum, as it comes to your turn, this place it's circling around this tunnel. You can look backwards, but you don't see anyone at the moment. Is there anything you'd like to prepare while you're waiting for more people? You know they're on your tail. They're just not close to you yet. You can always ready an action where you like ready Eldritch Blast for the first person that you see or something like that.
Yeah, I'd probably do that.
Okay. Azzurum, you ready Eldritch Blast. Have your whip out. That silver lightning crackling towards the tip as you are waiting. Your attention is kind of divided between that which is happening back there and preparing, and then also this Air Genasi that you've been looking to talk to for weeks, months now, is now just there also helping you.
So weird.
Let's move through. I'm going to roll and see how many of these people catch up. This DC is lower now. Heads or tails?
Tails.
Lidara, can you make a dexterity saving throw for me?
Now, why the fuck would I do that? Sure. 18 plus 8.
You first adele Adela shout, like, Lidara, as you also hear someone behind you of an approaching cart shout, what the, move out of the way, as you quickly pull yourself back on as another cart just past you.
Oh god,
I wanted to see
really
the head
bad.
flip to see if you would get knocked in the back by another cart in the worst possible way to get hit. As this is happening, you see flying around the corner 3 knights on horseback have caught up to you. Azzurum, you can release your Eldritch Blast now if you'd like to roll your shots on, I say 1, 2, or 3, that sort of thing.
Is one of them one of the ones we've already damaged?
No, that one's completely
Knocked him.
down,
Cool.
down and out.
Do I recognize any of them?
All 3 of them are knights that were at the church
Okay.
when you were fighting them. They haven't seen you, but now they have, unless you're still disguised as Valentina.
I probably would stay. I really don't want to be seen.
Gotcha. Very interesting.
Sorry,
Okay.
Valentina. They know it's not Valentina.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
one of them knows for sure. The other ones are like, what the fuck is happening? Oh, good lord.
I might actually, just to fuck with them, I might like disguise myself as just another random person.
Okay, awesome.
Actually, can I disguise myself as Toby?
You absolutely can. Toby's appearance as they come around the corner.
Fuck
they
Toby.
see a knight of the Weldon Guard in the back, apparently ready to cast spells. Go ahead and roll your attacks.
Fuck Toby.
Oh my god, poor Toby though. What if they kill Toby now?
Agab.
Agab.
Egab.
He was one of the ones turning over their whole fucking apartment.
You're so right.
Can't trust anybody.
23.
23 hits. So all of this on one person or divided between
All of it. Ton. I would still probably try to knock them off their horses.
Sure. So go ahead and make those attacks. Basically, the way this will work is I'm gonna roll to see if they get bucked off when you hit their horses, depending on how much damage you do.
23
23.
and 19.
Okay. 23 will. Those will both hit. Yes, for the horses.
11
11.
and 15.
Okay, so they're gonna make 2 saves to not fall off. All on one horse or on different horses?
I'd probably do it on different horses.
So this is animal handling, so it's wisdom. Which not the best at. But unfortunately, both of them save as they are. Their horses are deterred for a second as the blast connects, but they wrestle them back into shape as they are moving through. Now it's their turn. One of them gets very, very close and makes 2 swings with the sword out at the wagon. Except I talked about how I was readying an action for the air genasi. The air genasi is going to use... I forgot about that. It's going to use another key point and use one of their special moves. Fist of Unbroken Air.
What?
So cool.
That one will hit. It's a spell attack. 14 points of damage to one, the paladin that came up close. They got to make a strength saving throw. They make it. As you see, eyes closed, that Genasi suddenly releases a violent punch that just like thunder cracks throughout the entire hallway. It just boom, crashes into the chest of the knight that came close. The knight is almost knocked off their horse by the force of this, but they hold on. They do take 14 points of damage from the attack, but they're still going to get an attack on the back of the wagon. Both of those will hit. 14 points of damage to the wagon.
Yo, can I heal the wagon?
Some people might be able to heal the wagon, but I don't know if you can, unless you can try to do some quick carpentry. The wagon takes 2 slices of steel just into the side of the wooden exterior. You can feel it kind of buckling as he's swiping at both the exterior and the wheel of the wagon, the back wheel.
Fuck these guys.
This one's going to come up and try and fire crossbow bolts into the wagon.
Bitch!
And if it gets past, this is where things get dangerous.
No. Fail.
Double natural ones. That should be like okay. You see him pull his crossbow and fire it into this bubble of air, and you see it just into the arm of the other knight who just swung. As he's, oh, what the hell are you doing?
Double
Nice.
natural ones. A loser.
9 points of damage from that. Fuck. And then, yeah, that's both shots. And then this one's gonna come up around the side. This one leaps onto the top of the wagon. Or not to the top. Oh, no, I already said that the tunnel's not high enough. He leaps onto the side of the wagon, holding on to the side of it. As he pulls the sword and he jams it through the wood.
No.
Can I fucking chop his hand off? Goddamn.
On your turn, you will be able to do this. He's going to do some damage to the wagon, but where he landed is a problem.
No, leave them alone.
15 points of damage to the wagon again. How do I do this? That's not how do I want to do this like that. But basically,
Who's gonna die?
you hear a scream from behind you, Azzurum, as you look and you see that a metal longsword has pierced the wood next to Selk's head.
Oh shit.
Like, as he is constantly driving the sword into there, you see it just be pulled out and then drived back in, increasingly closer. You see her dive and like cover the 2 twins who instinctively throw the cardboard sword up and swipe at the metal as best they can. I'll ask you for a reaction. What are you doing?
I would probably run up, grab the blade, and cast Eldritch Blast through the blade to try to hit him with his hand.
Shit, go ahead and roll your Eldritch Blast. I'll let it happen. That's fucking rad as hell.
I mean,
you
grabbing
will take damage
Yeah, your hand's
to
gonna get fucked
sacrifice,
up.
but
That's so rad.
Hopefully, I'm hoping that if it, like, he'll lose his grip and he'll also fall off.
Yeah.
holy shit.
That's fucking dope, dude.
Just grabs a sword.
Makes sense.
First one is 22 to hit.
20 hits. Go ahead and roll the other one. Fucking dope as hell.
22 to hit again.
22 to hit both hits. Azzurum, in a split second of hearing this scream, you whip around, and as the blade goes through, you grab it. You feel the blade sink into your flesh. You feel stinging pain as silver lightning courses out of your chest and into this blade, just sending 2 shots of eldritch lightning up through the blade, dealing
21 points of damage.
21 points of damage. I'm going to make a strength saving throw to try to beat that. No, it doesn't. As you feel the blade all of a sudden go limp, as Lidara, what you see is you turn around getting ready to swing off it. You see silver lightning course through the blade into the body of the paladin, who goes like flying off the side, slams into the wall, and just hits the ground, is being left in the dust. This guy is, for now, out of the fight.
Is there any way that I can, like, grab the blade and, like, bring it in? Like, have it? Or is it going to damage the cart
it's
more?
wedged in there. You can probably get it later, but,
Okay.
like, it would take a lot to, like, get it
Okay.
out of there. It's still kind of a danger. It's still there, but that pain was worth it. You saved them in a sweet way. The top of the round, turning into the cartway on horseback, you see a flash of red hair and a whirling mess of curly dark hair as Renair and Vincent are behind these people now. You see Vincent, you see one of them get blasted off and then go rolling down as you stomp past them, but you two are on horseback together. Renair goes first. Renair is going to ride up behind this person, take out his sword, and just start fucking swinging. That hits. That doesn't hit, so 1 attack. You know what? Actually, instead of doing damage, he yells out, "Get away from my friends!" as he casts Bless on you three. So,
Yay!
for the first time, whenever it's your turn, you will use the Renair Bless dice.
Renair
You are
dice.
first.
Oh, here. Here you go. Oh my gosh, I get to hold the dice. The dice.
That's
Can I,
1 bless.
on the way over, I would have liked to cast this cantrip of mine
Yes.
on myself. It's just Blade Word.
Absolutely, you can.
Okay, cool.
Lidara, that's you. No, sorry, it's this person now. The Air Genasi. Keep almost saying a
I was
name.
gonna say, I was like, I'm waiting for one day Christian to just accidentally say his
I've been
name.
thinking about it, right?
And then be like, oh.
Ooh.
Well, look at that.
Name drop.
Air Genasi
Azzurum.
doesn't have...
Azzurum.
Not Bazzurum. Not Bazzy.
Bazzy. What if this Air Genasi family was just like, this is Bazzurum, this is Lazarum, this is Tazzurum.
All 3 attacks hit, the first one being a natural 20.
Thanks.
Dope.
He doesn't have a weapon, but he turns and just unleashes a barrage of punches towards this person. Towards this person that's hanging off that's attacking from the side. Just holds on to the side of the cart, like holds on to the swinging door, and just swings the fist and his kicks outward, kicking this person in the face repeatedly.
Nice.
34 points of damage.
Woof.
As this person, he's flurry of blows too, to get an extra 2 attacks. But that's 34 points of damage, as even in this weakened state, this Air Genasi is holding onto the side and just boom, whoosh, whoosh, you hear cracking of bone as he is just wailing on this person. This person's fucked up. Now it's Lidara. What would you like to do?
So that guy's taken care of. The guy that the Air Genasi is beaten up. Is he off the car?
He's engaging. It doesn't mean that he's taken care of. Plus, you don't have a great shot on him because you can't get around to the side unless you push past Adela or try and shoot through like the little
Or, like,
space.
shimmy around the side of the car.
Exactly, yeah.
Go under the cart.
Okay, but that's an idea.
It certainly is an idea.
It's an idea.
Okay, hypothetically, what if I climb underneath the cart and then I stab him from underneath?
He'd certainly be surprised.
That
you
would
have to
be-
remember
you'd
that
fall
you
off,
need
though,
to
girl.
reach over and get to a point where you could hit him, or else you'd just be slicing the horse's ankles from underneath.
Oh,
the
he's
cart.
on a horse.
He's not road runnering.
I understand.
Yeah, it's just-
No, I thought
I understand.
I thought he
You-
was on the cart
There's
for
another
a second.
person. This person's just
Naruto
riding
running
very...
next to our car.
I will say this person is very close to the wall. Adela can't maneuver the horses to attack him, but like he's in between like the wall and the cart right now. You see like that little space there?
I can't stand, but can I shimmy across the cart? On top?
It's tough.
It's tough. Okay.
It's tough. You can do it. You would just have difficulty. You'd have to get there. You have difficulty. And then if you stand up at all, you're going to bonk your head real bad.
And there's still the one guy who's on a I almost said dragon, on the horse behind us.
There is still one person on the horse behind you, yes. That Renair's and Vincent are engaged with.
Okay, then I will just go on the side again and shoot an arrow at that one.
All right, make your shot. You can give yourself advantage if you'd like.
14.
14 does not hit, unfortunately, as it fling off the armor. So, Azzurum, as you are there, what are you doing? There's one person that the Air Genasi is engaged with next to you, and there's one person behind you that Renair is getting close to fight.
Sorry, you said there's one person.
Right, basically one in front of you and then one to your side.
Which one is more threatening to the cart?
Probably the person on the side, though the person in front of you is pretty fresh in terms of health. Like they haven't been hit yet. But the person on the side is close enough to keep swinging on it, basically.
I probably attack the person on the side.
Go ahead. What attack you want to do?
What attack do I want to do? Can I cast poison spray at him?
You absolutely can. That's a con save from them.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 1. Go ahead and roll your damage.
12.
12 points of damage. They're very close to being done, but they are still holding on. At this point in this state... They'd probably attack the air genasi instead of the cart. Neither of those will hit as they are swinging away. They keep getting dodged, even as the air genasi only has one hand on this door and is just hanging up this swinging back door. Vincent, Vincent, that's you now.
Ooh, okay. Vincent's barely holding onto this horse. He's not good at any of this. So he has Blade Ward active for only 1 round.
Yes.
And I'm going to... is that guy in front of us within range of my rapier?
The guy, yeah, the one on the horse next to you, yes. You could swipe with the rapier if you'd like.
Would it be disadvantage if I use my crossbow?
No.
Too close?
On this person, since it's loose combat, I'll say no.
Okay.
They're close enough that Renair can pull the horse forward for you to hit it, or back up, so that if you needed to shoot him.
Okay, I'll take my crossbow off my back.
Sure.
And I'll be like,
Sure.
you're getting on my nerves, leave us alone, and I'm gonna shoot.
Shoot.
12 plus 7, 19 to hit.
19, unfortunately, does not hit.
No!
They are heavily, heavily armored as the crossbow bolt off the side.
I guess.
A bonus action.
Nope.
Okay, and then that brings us then to their turn. Who's he going to focus on? He's going to turn around and swing on Renair, who's got up in his space. One of those will hit.
Yee.
Since it's a person, he's going to use Divine Smite. 15 points of damage to Renair. The amount of times Renair has been smited in this campaign is outrageous.
He's been so...
Swings the sword back, sinks the sword, and slides it through the side of Renair, who's... That's their turn.
Vincent's like, hey, watch it.
Next up, Tasha runs up to the side,
Tasha, no.
takes the sword,
No.
and without thinking, just swings it towards the person attacking the side of the cart.
Girly, no.
No. What the fuck?
Doesn't hit, but still swings out towards... The air genasi has to kind of like dodge a little bit out of the way as the sword basically connects with the longsword, and then she flourishes it off. But now, basically, the battlefield looks like this. Air genasi's hanging off the side by the door, and behind him, Tasha has the rapier, just choosing fight over fight here. Top of the round, you break free from the cartway, pushing into the daylight, now slowly turning to evening, I think, at this point, of the Overcity. Meaning that the next obstacle will depend on where you're heading. Where would you tell Adela to go? Are you trying to get out of the main gates of Weldon, or are you trying to get back to the Thorn Manor?
Back to the manor, right?
Probably back to the Thorn Manor.
Okay, back to the Thorn Manor.
Unless we should get out of the city for some reason.
I don't know how we're going to get back into the city.
Right?
Okay. This exit would be going towards the Thorn Manor, though it's a little bit different from the one you came in through. So you are making your way, since you're trying to get to the Thorn Manor, you're making your way through side streets, which means they're just as narrow. Cool. And the problem with the Overcity is that there is a lot of people in the roads, a lot of tourists, a lot of people just crowding. As your eyes adjust to the sunlight, your senses are assailed by the sounds of bustling and full city streets, just screams of confusion and panic as you see citizens and tourists diving out of the way. They're not very maneuverable, and this place is sort of packed with a lot of people, but Adela's pushing through as a cart basically tears out, just kind of almost ramped, just being pulled through the Overcity. The first obstacle you will see is that there is a crowd of people in front of you in the streets. You have options here. Adela may slow things down to try and get around them because her first instinct is not to run over all these people. But if you tell her to, she will push through and hope for the best at the same speed. Or you could try and get them out of the way a different way. It's up to you, or give them some advance warning. What are you all doing? There's also the chance for Vincent and Renair to do something because they can go ahead of the cart.
I can do something.
Sure.
Go for it.
Go ahead of the cart.
You tear away from the knight, so you make your way ahead of the cart.
And I will use thaumaturgy to make my voice really loud.
First, the person's going to make a swing on you as a reaction.
Fucking
Doesn't hit.
nice. Fuck that guy. And I'm gonna go out of the way. Cart coming through.
You scream out thaumaturgy, just out of the way. Everyone turns and looks. They were all you see like a family of nobles just there, like getting their portrait taken, as sad as they're there.
Caricatures.
They're out of the way, and they look, and they dive out of the way. You'll give Adela advantage at maneuvering. Okay. As you do this, Adela is able to push through these crowds as they are diving out of the way as you give them advance warning. You are ahead of the cart now as you are screaming out, basically, move, move, move.
Hi, this is Christian, the Dungeon Master for the Strings of Fate. Thank you for joining us for episode 17. Welcome back, everybody. We're just taking a quick break here for some announcements. The first is that this episode is sponsored by Dungeon Depths. Dungeon Depths is a store dedicated to quality gaming supplies with character. From handmade dice to apparel to stickers to dice trays and dice vaults, Olivia from Dungeon Depths does amazing work, and they are a huge supporter of the show. So much so that if you use the code SOFTPOD at checkout, you can get 10% off your order. This goes for commissions as well. You can get 10% off a commissioned set of dice, a dice tray, a dice vault, or a dice coffin by using the code SOFTPOD in the comments of your commission. So you can go check them out at shopdungeondepths.com. And don't forget to use the code SOFTPOD at checkout for 10% off your order. Thank you, Dungeon Depths, and thank you, Olivia. Moving on from that, a great way to help the show out is by sharing the show. Word of mouth is a huge way to advertise the show and to let the people around you know that this is something that they should be watching or that they would enjoy. A good way to do that is by tweeting about the show using the hashtag SoftPod. I go through that hashtag pretty much every day, and I've been picking out NPC names using your names. In fact, you may see a few in the upcoming episodes, so keep an eye out for them. If you're using a podcast platform to listen to the show, then please be sure to give us a rating if you can. It helps our show get out there, it helps us get seen, it just helps us all around. So if you can, please leave us a review and a rating, hopefully a good one. If you are watching on YouTube, then don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, as well as comment down below. Things like that help the video on YouTube get seen. I can help you out, though, with the commenting part by giving you a little comment prompt. Your prompt for today is, in the entirety of the Weldon arc, who are you most worried for right now? Comment down below and let us know your answers. I am very excited to read them. Anyways, that's all from me. So, back to the show. Oh, and before I forget, hello, Softgourd. You should already know that the Softgourd's a great place to hang out, so, anyways, enough out of me.
Top of the round, that is Renair. Renair will back up the horse just a little bit and prepare an attack if anybody gets close, basically. Next person to go is thus going to be Air Genasi. 3 more swings. Let's try 1 swing. He might not need the other 2. Natural 20. Okay.
Nice.
This guy's done. As Tasha swings out the blade as you crest over into sunlight, the Air Genasi quickly takes advantage of this person being caught off guard and then drives his foot basically into the chest of this knight, kicks him off, who rolls off onto the cobblestone road. This person's done. Lidara, you're up.
So just one guy.
You got much more space to work with now. You can get up on top. You can go over the side. You go under if you'd like. It's up to you. There's just one person so far, as you can see, still there. So far, you've taken down 3 of them.
Cool. I will jump up on top of the cart and shoot an arrow at his head.
Nice.
Boom. Go ahead. You can make that with advantage.
Do we still have
Okay.
bless?
You do still have bless. If you'd like to, if you'd like to roll the bless d4.
I don't know if it's gonna help. That is a 16.
16. As you are getting into position ready, the cart's maneuvering has to be erratic, basically, to get out of the way of different obstacles, and it's just not easy to get a good shot off on this person. Your crossbow goes whizzes past this person on their approach. Azzurum, that's you.
I'm gonna cast 2 bolts of Eldritch Blast at
Boom, boom.
his fucking head.
Go for it.
Yeah, fucking do it.
12 to hit.
12 to hit.
Oh no. You can do it. You can do it. Come on.
What you get?
13 to hit.
No.
Unfortunately, it does not. Dissipates against the armor. Not fully manifested. Vincent, that's you.
Shit. I'm gonna look behind me and I'm gonna hold my hand out with a piece of iron and I'm gonna cast heat metal on that guy's armor
Rad as hell.
A little toasty.
at a 4th level.
The only con save is to get it off, so I don't even think that's an option.
He just
for
takes
him.
the damage.
Go ahead and roll your damage as the metal begins to heat in the sun. This golden armor, suddenly you hear him cry out in pain, just as you see like steam and smoke coming off as his flesh is burning underneath it.
10. 13.
This sucks. He's got disadvantage on all his stuff too.
Sucks to suck, dude.
Sucks to suck.
It really sucks for
What is
him.
it? How does it feel like to like suck?
Yeah, like be bad.
What'd you get?
I rolled kind of bad. That was a 14 total. But
That's not too bad.
yeah, 14 damage and he is sort of melting inside there. So
Yeesh, yeah, he is having a terrible time inside his armor. Just he's clawing at it, trying to get it off.
I'll look at him and make eye contact and say, "Fall back if you want to survive."
Make an intimidation check.
17?
17. He rears his horse back and just sort of takes off down that way so that he starts trying to remove his armor. This guy's dealt with for now. So, currently no pursuers as you through the side streets of Weldon, though you have drawn attention, as you can hear in the far off street, just whistles go up in the air.
Can I make a perception check?
Make a perception check. Go for it.
Can I help? Unless you need it. Like, unless you don't need it.
I do need it.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye out and spot things in
Make
front
a
of me.
perception check.
Oh, I was gonna help out by, like, pointing things.
Sure. Oh, give another roll then. You have an
Yeah.
advantage. The help action.
Cool. 21.
21. As you are listening out the streets, as Vincent is pointing things out, you hear a few things. As you advance through the streets, you can hear the sound of rustling armor. And Vincent, at your advance guard, you sort of yell out, Lidara, you spot that the Weldon guard is trying to create like a human roadblock with spears in front to try and stop you all.
God.
You have a chance to react to that. But with an over 20 roll, you can also hear off in the distance the hoofbeats of a very angry war horse. Just... So, what are you doing? The obstacle in front of you is that the Weldon Watch has taken notice and is getting ready to try to stop you just by pointing their spears out.
Can we, like, make them blow up or something? Can anyone, like, explode people here?
I mean, I can throw a fireball at them.
Are you gonna... we gonna make an even bigger scene? Is there, like...
Whatever,
I would-
it's what
or,
it
or we try to, like, fucking jump over them with the car. Fucking Mario Kart this shit.
Can the air genasi, like, lift this up off the
We
ground?
fly.
Between me and the air genasi, can we maybe cast enough wind to like lift us off the ground for a
That would be
second?
so fucking
Maybe with
funny.
the addition of levitate.
Go ahead and make a...
Oh my god.
Okay, make a roll a d20 with advantage. Add your... For this, I think the casting would make sense. What's your constitution? Is it like plus anything? For now, add your constitution if you have any like plus 1 or anything.
Constitution is +3.
Go ahead and add your constitution. He makes eye contact with you, and there's like an unspoken connection as you both flip over to the top of the cart and then run over to the side.
Oh my god, bros.
Go for it. As you both run over to the side, Lidara, you are shouting outward. You feel a gust of wind as they both slam their fists down on top of the cart. As you fly towards this wall of spheres, the cart
What about
goes flying over. Vincent and Renair, you're still barreling towards them, but the Weldon Watch are just like looking up, just like, what in the world? As this cart somehow manages to leap over this barricade of spears and then land on the side as
Holy
you are
shit.
both
I was
holding
joking.
on.
But that was cool.
It's fucking crazy. The air genasi falls back and looks at you. It's pretty good. Pretty good. As you're further down, Vincent Renair, what are you doing? You have more options because you are on a horse. You can always tear off down a side street, or you could try and push through now that there's a gap. Pretty much everyone in that barricade was looking at the cart, and their eyes literally like, as they
also
go
like,
over.
what the hell is that?
This Renair would be it. Renair says, are we going right through, or are we going to meet up with them on the side street?
Straight through.
Okay. Renair's going to make an animal handling check to try and push through these people without them fully noticing. As the wall of spears breaks just for a moment, Renair literally piles through, just tramples like two people's.
Oh my god.
And then further down the streets, sorry, as it pushes through them, rolled high enough so that none of them could get a good swing on you and Renair. You are following the cart. As you are pushing through, you are readying yourself to lose this group of people. Those hoofbeats get louder.
No.
And you hear
Excuse
a cry of unbridled rage ringing out from the streets, nearly sending this chaotic city into silence. Atop a beast of a horse, his armor gleaming, though caked in bits of dirt and mud, Sir Charles is rampaging down the streets towards you, getting closer by the second alongside two riders. You are very close to getting away, but I will remind you, or Adela would be like, if we lead them back to the Thorn Manor, it's not going to matter. I don't think we can just cross that finish line and be done with them. We have to lose them. So, flanked by two riders. So they're still around here. I'll keep going through the initiative from where I was. That will bring us to Sir Charles. Sir Charles, where is it? Here he is.
Is Sir Charles named after anyone?
No.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah,
It's so late in the series. You said it so many times. He asked.
If your name is Sir Charles, fuck you.
Get a new name.
First name Sir, last name Charles.
We should all just jump off the cart and like scatter.
We have like children.
Yeah, I know.
and
We can't
elderly
actually do that.
people who can't fight.
Yeah, I know.
Sir Charles rides up right on the back of the cart.
We should get out.
And quite literally takes his hulking longsword and just jams it through the bottom, just leaning forward as much as he can to jam it through the bottom and into the wheel. Just this destructive force of a man trying to tear through this cart. He's going to make a bunch of attacks.
No.
Side note for you people, what if we jump off and then like have Adela like keep going with the cart?
If the cart survives.
I know, like, because I'm like, if we can just get, like, us off it, get him away from the cart, and get the kids going.
Well, technically, he's after the family.
Yeah, I know.
He raided the family's house.
I know, but, like, that we can, like, get them away, and then we can just attack
19
him.
points of damage.
To
For those of you
Oh my God.
who are keeping track of what the cart was at,
I can't do
it
this
has 1
today.
health point left.
I can't do this
I'm
today.
gonna fucking
It's
scream.
2 of his
I don't even
attacks.
like Christian.
Charles quite literally cleaves through the back half, connecting with the wheel, through the wood, downward through the floor, into the wheel. Charles is just seething with rage. But make an insight check. Azzurum and probably Lidara, who could see Charles. Vincent and Renee are still up ahead, like trying to figure
Did
out what's
we
going
end
on.
up getting ahead after
Oh no, yeah, you're right. You would be a little further back. Charles would have literally barreled past you to get through this.
like right past me, like within striking range, possibly?
Yeah, go ahead and make an attack of opportunity. Sure, I'll give you that.
No.
Okay. You swing. You literally. I'll say it like this. You literally strike across the face, like a little bit of blood comes across the cheek. Doesn't even notice.
Jesus.
Just piles through it. Insight checks.
12.
12.
22.
Sir Charles is not trying to stop the cart. Sir Charles seems to have no scruples about leaping on, and it looks like he's just ready to start hurting people.
Great. Whose turn is it next?
Next is at the top of the round, that is Renair. Renair's gonna ride up and try and stop Charles. Just gonna try and swing on him.
You got it, babe. You got it.
I think both of those hit Charles. And so Renair's gonna pump first level smites into both of them. 28 points of damage to Sir Charles. Takes it on the chin as Renair drives the rapier into his side. Your genasi monk runs towards the back, sees Sir Charles. He's going to use Fist of Unbroken Air again to try and get him off their back. Does not hit. Expends a key point. I think that's their turn for now. And then next person, I don't know if they can do another thing. Lidara, that's you.
Okay. I'm on top of the cart.
You are, yeah, you leap onto the back on the top of the cart as you see Sir Charles getting ready to claw his way into the back, sword drawn.
Oh, where is the horse in relation to the cart? How close is it?
Very close, very,
Okay.
very close.
Okay. I'm going to jump onto the back of the horse.
Holy shit, okay.
And I'm going to slice him with my dagger of venom.
You leap, make an acrobatics check to jump onto the back of this horse.
You got it, Liddy.
You can also add, oh no, you can't add plus to this one, unfortunately. Just acrobatics.
Okay.
You are trained assassin. It's not an incredibly high DC.
Okay, 15.
15 is just the DC.
She
you
falls
leap
off that
and
side.
just
Stop.
you leap onto the back of the
Street.
horse. You are balancing on the back of a bucking horse. Only possible for Lidara to do as literally trained assassin. What are you doing?
I'm taking out my dagger of venom and I'm going to slice his throat.
Go ahead and make your attack. You don't have advantage, just a straight attack with the dagger.
Come on.
And then
with the
con
bless.
save for
With the bless.
No,
the
you said
bless.
no advantage?
no
Okay.
advantage, just straight up with the bless.
With the bless. Where's the fucking bless? Who
I
got the
don't know.
bless?
I don't know where you
I have the bless.
You
That
got the
actually is
bless.
cocked. I'm actually not even lying to you. It's cocked.
It's cocked?
It just
Oh, it was
roll.
cocked. Go ahead and roll.
I
again.
believe you.
I believe
believe you.
I can't believe
you.
Michelle's lying.
Yeah, on
No, I believe you.
record.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What is it?
19 plus 11.
19 plus 30. Yes, that hits. And also he fails his con save. Wait. Will con save on that thing? No. 10's not going to beat it. Fails his con save, so that's 2d10 plus 66. 2d10 plus 66.
Come on. Come on. All the dice.
25.
25.
plus
2d10
plus 7.
plus 4. What is it? 25.
25 plus 7 plus 4.
So 36 points of damage. Big chunk as you drive, as you go to, again, like get across the throat as best you can with the dagger. You tear into the throat, but you miss basically driving it deep enough as he grabs your hand, pushes off. You still get a good gash in there, and the poison starts to seep in. That will bring us to Azzurum. That's you.
I'm going to cast Witch Bolt at him.
Bolt. Okay, go ahead and make your range spell attack. As you stand atop the wagon, Lidara balancing on the back of the horse, or are you standing? Are you sitting? Or are you probably sitting? Right?
Yeah, she'd probably just
holding.
sit and like
as if you were riding
kind of.
with.
No,
with
I
him.
would say that she would climb up and be like on her knees on the horse.
Just on her knees, just
Yeah.
holding onto the back and dragging the blade across as Azzurum from atop the wagon. Witch Bolt. What is it?
16 hit.
Witch Bolt tears up the cobblestone from underneath the ground, sending a ray of silver lightning just through the streets.
No.
Vincent, that's you.
Wait, as a bonus action, can I cast Hexblade's Curse at him?
Yes, you can. Hexblade's curse envelops Sir Charles, who is just.
What does Hexblade's Curse do?
It makes well, let me tell you.
Which is the one that has the disadvantage?
That's Hex.
He
That's
still has
Hex,
a
okay.
disadvantage against wisdom because I've already
Damn.
hexed him.
Okay.
Oh, Hex is that was like.
That was earlier in this fight.
Oh yeah, that's right. You hexed him
To do Charm Person.
To do Charm Person. Yep.
Oh.
He's still hexed on Wisdom saving throws. Vincent, that's you.
So I'm going to get Renner to get us within range of all three of the guys.
Sorry, really quickly.
Yeah.
Lidara.
Oh.
End of Azrum's turn. Make a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Now.
Why?
Just for fun. Just see what would happen, you know? Just it's a
Wisdom.
test.
It's just a prank,
It's
right?
just like it's like a drill.
It's like a
you
joke.
know, get ready for when I ask you to make a Wisdom saving throw in the future, so you know what's going on.
Yeah.
And make your Wisdom saving throw.
11.
You hear a whisper in your ear, which is, I suggest you get back on the cart. And you stand up and leap back onto the cart, just pulling like into the inside. You land there. Vincent, it's your turn.
Dang it.
What the fuck was
Who
that
the
about?
fuck? Who the fuck? What?
What was that?
Lidara's like, no, wait, what?
Damn. So while I'm within range of all of them, I'm going to use Bane. I'm going to take a dagger sliced across my palm, just get out a little bit of blood, and it'll come out and shoot to all three of them.
Sweet blood blending, yeah.
I know.
You blood. These little tendrils of blood just fly out towards them and wrap around them. That's a save from each of them. Is it Charisma, Wisdom?
Charisma.
What's the save?
16. It's not that high.
Okay, one of them fails there, and then for Sir Charles, passes. One of them fails. Is that your turn? Bonus action, anything?
Okay, yeah, I'll do bonus action. I'm going to put my hands on Renair's waist, and I will cast Bardic Inspiration by being like, "You got this."
Gotcha. Okay, fantastic. It's end of Vincent's turn.
Use a D10.
You see
What? no, what do we see?
the rider in the back line, still catching up. You see his face go slack as he just leans forward and then just rides up adjacent to Sir Charles and then quickly turns and slams the horse into his, sending Sir Charles.
Who the fuck?
Roll a strength save. He's blindsided as Sir Charles flies off, just. The horse goes wild, nags backwards as you all begin taking
Who
off.
rescued me off this horse?
Make a perception check, everybody.
Oh my
I
god.
kind of have a hunch.
I hope it's Finnegan.
That's a 23.
23.
Only a 14.
6.
As you watch this happen, just shaking off a mental fog of your own, you look out the back of the cart, and you can see from the rooftop, you see a cloaked figure looking down. With a DC above 20, with a roll above 20, you can see a small flash of blonde hair, but that's all.
Oh my god, that's why I did that.
I literally, the minute that you were like, I suggest you get off the horse, and then I got on the cart, and I was like, who the fuck did that?
I know, that suggestion is a spell, and I was like, these motherfuckers don't know that spell.
Okay, so what's happening? What's up?
But in a cloud of mist, they are gone. Just they're out.
That's kind of hot.
So-
Anyway.
As you all take off down the streets, you eventually make it through the side streets. You are no longer being pursued, as the struggle continues back there. As that knight basically turns around and begins to ride towards the other knight drawing sword, you all turn, making your way through the streets, eventually reaching the gates.
Finally.
Tasha is okay. All right. Fantastic. We made it. Safely. I'll let everyone in. As Tasha gets out of the cart, the gate just pulls the gate open as you lead this battered, destroyed thorn cart through the street. You make your way up through the yard of the main manor, up and through, up to the place where you parked it last time. Tasha leads you to the stables area, behind that area, as everyone unloads. You all take a deep breath as you don't seem to be being followed, as the genasi helps pull people off of the back. Everyone is shaken up, but unharmed. What are you all doing?
Holy shit.
Azzurum would probably immediately go check on the family, make sure everyone's okay. He would probably especially check on Silk and the kids.
The kids, you can see them wasn't scared, wiping tears off from their eyes. And Silk's we're okay. Thank you, Azzurum. You. She looks down at your hand, which is still bleeding from grabbing the blade, and then just kind of wraps her arms around you and just hugs you, and breathes a sigh of relief.
Now I gotta figure out where to put y'all.
Maybe we can sneak them into our room for now.
How's Tasha?
Tasha is
Are you
just breathing. And you see her take her sword and just go.
Are you alright, Tasha?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm great.
Are you sure? Can I make an insight?
Yeah, make an insight check.
Cool.
17.
17?
13.
13?
18 plus 9.
18 plus 9. Full of adrenaline. Quite literally, she didn't actually do any damage, but she gave an opening for the air genasi to get a killing blow on the person, and this is quite literally, she will ride that high for the rest of the week. You see her gotcha.
All right. Did good. You
Good
did
job,
good.
everyone.
Thanks
Twins.
for getting us out.
Saw you with your swords.
Pick up their swords and they hold it. You see that one one's got a little bit of a dent in it from swinging it against the actual blade being driven into the back wagon. But they say, we got him.
Sort of. Kind of. We should get you somewhere. Tasha, do you have any place in this manor that could house these people?
Tasha looks, yes. Well, let's see. let's go in through the back entrance. Maybe not through the kitchen. I'll get you in through one of the side entrances here, and they can stay in my spare recreation room. Let's do that. Okay. I don't go in there much anymore. It's I've outgrown it, as you would.
Ah. Okay. Spare recreational room? So you have another one?
Yes, that is the one that I've grown into. Yes, it has much more grown endeavors, reading and writing and other
reading
things.
Sometimes writing.
Sometimes I read, sometimes I write. Sometimes
occasionally you'll
read and write at the same time. She's kind of like, it's just, I have two, but they don't check the other one because I'm rarely there. Let's go. Everyone go ahead and make a stealth check as you make your way through the mansion.
Not good. Not very good.
17.
Oh. 9. 28.
Nice. 17, 28. Overall, successes outweighed failures. You're able to make your way through this group of people that are kind of torn up, don't look like they're supposed to be here, but this house is so big, and Tasha knows it so well that she's able to divert you down different routes until you reach a room that's like a little bit down the hallways from where Tasha's room is. She pushes open, and there's that familiar scent of lilac in there as you enter basically where the amount of stuffed animals in Tasha's room was extreme. This looks like to be the place where the rest are kept.
Oh my God.
It's just like there's like a spare bed. It's like a spare bedroom at this point. There's like a spare bed in here. There's a whole library of books that's there. Like one whole wall is this huge bookshelf, much like Valentina's room. And everyone from the Undercity, like their eyes are wide. And Selkie's like, oh my, this is quite the recreation room. And you hear Signet under his breath. It's like, this one room is bigger than our whole apartment. What the fuck? As they make it their way into the room, she says, please do not judge me about the decor. It is, I've quite outgrown butterflies. I'm now much older. But you are free to stay here until it is time for you to depart. I hope it is comfortable. I'll have Adelaide. You have free reign over the mansion, of course, so you can, or I can help you make. Like Tasha doesn't really know what to say here. She's kind of taken on this like host mode as you've all have brought them up here. It's just I could, or do you want to get food for everyone?
Oh, food is good.
Yeah.
I can help. I'm still in my uniform. I can go help. I should probably go check in with Miss Valentina. Correct?
Yeah, I'll come with you. Let's pretend like nothing happened.
Okay. Difficult. I saw much of my life flash before my eyes today. But...
Don't talk, I'll talk.
Okay, fantastic. Then let's go.
And then I'll look at the family and be like, are you guys going to be all right from here on out? We'll come check on you, but obviously.
Adela, who's still kind of shaking, is like, yeah, we're fine. Let's just settle in. We'll keep an eye out. If we're safe here, then great.
Yeah.
Then that's perfect.
We should have you guys lay low for a little bit and then make a plan to get you out. Fair. Maybe a few days here.
Very fair.
Okay.
The air genasi this whole time has just been silent, walking through. Eventually, like very like his steps are sturdy enough, but there's still like, a little bit of bleariness too. You can see that he's like kind of blinking his eyes and just like holding his like sometimes like gripping at his side. What's going on?
What's up?
Lidara is gonna kind of like look at him, not like gonna like approach, but just kind of like give him a stern look, just kind of like checking him out, seeing what's going on with that.
Make an insight check.
She's like, what the fuck is up? 25.
Okay. The air genasi silently follows along with all of this, just making his way through the mansion, kind of lagging behind a little bit, but just like literally eyes straight forward. This person doesn't take like a moment to just get caught up on anything. Like the eyes just kind of flicker from one thing to the next and then straight forward, like moving. And at some point, as you are kind of looking at him without looking at you, he says, "Can I help you? Is there something that you need from me?"
Are you hurt?
A bit worse for wear, but I'll be fine with some more rest.
You're not going to try to kill us, right? Because that'd be kind of awkward.
I see the need for your concern, but no, I'm not going to attempt on any of your lives.
Okay, well then, thank you for helping us.
I would suggest you lay low here in the mansion, even more so than the rest of them.
He kind of bites his lip for a second, as he make an insight check, Azzurum. Anyone else can too, I guess, if you're observing this conversation.
7.
24.
I'm not really observing.
Lidara, you can see that it's not that he's trying not to make eye contact. It's like he can't bring himself to. As he says, "Understood. Well then." He makes his way over to a corner of the room and then just sits. Everyone sort of looking at him, but also not in the heat of things, not really knowing how to approach him, as he just sort of sits and then closes his eyes, just completely still there. But you're going, Azzurum, to
Valentina's office.
with Adelaide.
Can I get something to wrap up my hand?
Sure. You're able to... Adelaide would be able to find something quickly to wrap your hand up, like a bandage, within a couple minutes. You make your way down from the 4th floor down to Valentina's office on the 3rd floor. I say that with confidence. I'm pretty sure that's the layout, but if I've said something different, then just know it's all up there somewhere. You need to knock at the door, just... before Valentina can answer, Adelaide looks over and says, "How do we bring up the escape out of the city with my family?"
Well, maybe not bring that up right now.
Okay. You hear from inside. Come in.
Hey, Valentina.
You push in through the door with that entrance, and you hear, Azzurum and Adelaide. Valentina stands up and says, "Do you realize how late you are? I mean, someone of your caliber, of all the work you've done, I mean, what's changed?" Adelaide
This bitch.
bows her head and says, "I'm so sorry, miss. That's my mistake. I had some trouble this morning."
It wasn't her mistake. There was an issue with her home, and she was helping her family. And I went over and I helped, and now this problem is solved.
Well, in the future, if you have family troubles, just remember your priorities, all right? You can deal with that when you're not on the clock. But since you've been such a good worker, this is just a warning. And Adelaide said, "Lidara, But Adelaide says, "Yes, ma'am, thank you very much." And then Valentina says, "Well, now that everything's sorted out, you may continue your service to the adventurers. Is there anything else that you all need?"
No.
Oh, fantastic. Well, should you need anything, just remember that the ball is upcoming. So, ready yourselves. Your outfit should be in your room.
Great.
Now, if you excuse me, I have a bit of final planning to take care of, so, if you will. She makes her way. She sits back down in her seat, goes back towards some pieces of paper and just starts writing long contracts, that sort of thing.
Can I try making like a perception check to see if I can see what's on her desk or what she's writing?
Sure, make a perception check.
Oh, it's not that bad. 15.
It's nothing of huge interest. These look to be more just jargon, like contracts and things having to do with the people in the mansion. You can see like there are some lines that have like names on them, and there are some lines that have rows and rows of numbers, that sort of thing. Nothing particularly of interest to your pursuit currently. But otherwise, Adelaide sort of bows out and makes her way out of the room. Do you follow?
Yeah.
Okay, you turn, follow Adelaide out. She closes the door very quietly. She says, well, that went well. Now then, just a warning. And just kind of a bit of dejection on her face. She says, well then, why don't we take some time, rest?
Yeah. We're not going to need anything, so you can go
Okay.
be with your family.
Okay. Thank you, Azzurum.
Thank you.
You look at Adelaide. She smiles at you. And there's just a warmth about her. And she doesn't know. You know this. But there's a moment looking at her and seeing her in this state, slightly dejected, but then warm and grateful to you. You think, that's my family. She smiles and says, I'll be there at the ring of the bell whenever you need me.
Me too.
You saying you have your own bell you'd like to use?
Well, if you need me, you can call on me
Okay.
for anything.
She smiles and says, that means a lot. Makes her way back up. Adelaide makes her way back up, and we cut back over. Vincent, what are you doing?
Okay, so once we get out of the room and we start walking back to our room, I guess, I'll pull Lidara over side and I'll be like, so what happened there? That man
horse.
just ran his horse right into him.
I
I thought they were on the same side.
don't know. It was very weird. I was on the horse,
Yeah.
and a voice in my head told me to get off of the horse.
Really? What exactly did they say to you?
They said, I suggest you get back on the cart.
And then you did?
And then I just did. I didn't have a choice. And at first I was like, that was weird.
Huh.
Why did they do that?
I think I know that spell.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did I recognize the voice?
You can make a intelligence check to see if you recognize the voice.
Ooh.
Not immediately, no. Just from hearing it, it's almost like it almost like it's less of like, oh, it's fully materialized voice.
Yeah,
and
it's
more
like an
it's
echo.
an echoed thought in your head, but it still had like some cadence of a voice.
I have no fucking idea. It's a natural one.
You're not entirely sure what that voice was or who it was.
It wasn't one of them.
I don't know why they would try to save me.
Did you see anything?
You saw a figure up at the top that quickly turned to mist.
I saw someone.
Interesting. Someone's trying to help us?
Yeah, I guess. Maybe we have more allies here than we thought.
Huh. Well, I guess...
They'll either show themselves or they won't. And it'll just be a...
I guess it beats having a bunch of enemies, right? All enemies. We got at least one person on our side.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Maybe they'll show up again.
Maybe.
Okay.
By the way, I didn't find Bonnie.
Shit.
This, and I pull out the gun,
Oh.
but I didn't find them.
Could we use that to try and find them? Do you think? I don't know if there's
Possibly.
any magic that can do that, but...
There is. I just don't know how to do it myself.
Ah.
If I found a scroll to do that spell, or we found somebody who was powerful enough, we could attempt, but it's possible. It's just not something I can do right now.
Well, it'll have to be something that we work on, I guess.
Yeah. Don't want to leave them in the dust.
Okay. So, as you all take a deep breath, settle. The Water Genasi family, completely tired, just lies up in the various comfortable places in this recreation room. And you all leave them to rest. You make your way down to the room. -1. And that's where it went.
Hey, it's Mikayla again. Thanks for listening to the episode. If you liked it, you can come back here every Wednesday and Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to hear the newest episode. Hope to see you next time. Have a great day.